This is the daily recap on NQ today. Okay, so let's go and go into the charts. Okay, so this is Friday, this is Monday, this is Tuesday, which is this is what happened today, right? So this is Monday's low and this is Monday's high. Okay, so let's go into the smaller time frame so we can see this clearly. Okay, so clearly we can see that we are in a bearish market structure, right? Hopefully I don't have to explain that. You can just see bearish market structure. Okay, same thing 2 hour. The lower the time frame goes, it just proves it even more. Okay, so we on the 1 hour time frame. As you guys can see, this is okay right there. So this is Monday. Monday is this move that happened right here. Okay, let me use this. So this is Monday right here. This is Monday till 15 p.m. 1500, which is 3 p.m. Right. So this is everything that happened on Monday. As you guys can see, we had a bearish Monday, right? Now, a lot of people were expecting that the market was going to continue bearish because if you know this is the previous high, this is Friday's high, and this is Friday's low, right? And as you guys can see, the market came back to the 50% of Friday's high and came back, retested, and pushed back over here. So we're expecting the market to keep giving us high lows and high highs, right? But that's not what happened. So let's go and break this down into perfect time frames, okay? So this is London session right here, right? This is Asia London session, one of those two, right? Yeah. So as you guys can see, the market gives us a retracement from the 50% of Friday's from the 50% of Friday's move, right? As you can see, the market taps in this 50%, pushes all the way back down, grabs some sweeps, and continues to rally higher. So that kind of tells you, okay, there's buyers in this market, okay, not only sellers, buyers are stepping in, right? So now, what when we see something like that, what we expect from New York session was, the market was going to give us 50% of this and keep pushing higher, just like the market was 50% in London or in Asian London session, correct? But that's not what we have. That's not happening. So if we go to the 5 minute time frame, and we go to 8:30, as you guys can see, my chart is already broken down, right? So let's go and find 8:30. 8:30 should be right here. Yep, 8:30. Let me put this out for you guys. Okay, so this is 8:30's price action right there, right? So at 8:30, what do we get? The usual, we get a huge impulse bearish candle to the downside. It doesn't continue. If anything, we see a bullish candle come up next and momentum to the upside. Okay, now something to keep in mind is this is Monday's high. Okay, like I said, these white lines you guys are seeing on my chart, this is Monday's high and Monday's low. We're using the previous day's high and low. Okay, so we see the market takes out Monday's high, right? And what next do we see? Okay, now a lot of people are thinking when you see something like this, we're gonna expect the market to keep pushing higher or at least give us a 50% so we can get into the market and continue higher. But that's not what we get. The next candle we see at 850, because so 830, 835, 840, 850. We're expecting a continuation or some kind of retracement, right? So what do we get? Nope. See, the first bearish candle comes back down to the 50%, and we don't even see any sign of slowdown. If anything, we see more sellers get into the market, right? And the market continues to push back down. So now, remember, this was the move that happened at 8:30. So this was the 5 minute low. And what does the market do? Swiftly, the market breaks this 5 minute low, right? And starts pushing down, which is fine. Okay, when this happens, I don't think we're bearish here. We're still bullish. Okay, fine. Even though this does kind of tell us that there are more sellers in the market right now than they are buyers, we're still bullish because remember what happened in London session? How the market used this to give us a 50% from this low to this high right there. So we're kind of expecting the same thing on the 15 minute because we're thinking, the market's going to give us 50% of the zone, right? So what happens? The market comes back down to the 50% zone, and you can see sellers just keep pushing the market lower. Okay, now we can start to look for something different. Now, if you want to be really cautious, you can wait till the market takes out this 15 minute low and start looking for shorts, or you can try to get in early and see, like say, this is going to be a B setup because we came to the day bullish, but the market has changed, so we're gonna go with this is gonna be like a B setup, right? So we're gonna go in lower risk, okay? So how do we get into this trade, right? So obviously you can see the market is pushing lower, right? Then we see like a small pullback, and the market takes out this low. Now you can go ahead and take a short from right here. If you usually risk $200 per trade, this trade you risk $100 because, like I said, this is changed from our buyers to bearish. Okay, so stop loss could be at this high or at this high. It's up to you. Mine preferably would be right here. So this would be about with one micro. This would be about $300 risk. I know you guys can say that's too small. That's too small. Hold on now. So our entry could be right here, and just so you guys know, if you cut this whole move right here, this is a 126. So if you reach $300, you'd make $600. $300 times six, $1,800 with one micro. With one micro, you'd made $1,800. That's ridiculous. Now, so now that we have our entry, I also want to show you guys something. So if we enter one here with 1 micro, right, and all the way back down to this is 1,000 points. So we've literally made 500 bucks with 1 micro with this whole move right here. And if you notice what happens after that, so we get the first break, the market gives a small pullback. We almost get a 50% on this move right here. We almost get a proper 50%. The market continues to push back down. And as you guys can see, we keep getting, lower highs, you know, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower low right there. Okay. As you guys can see, the structure just, the market was pretty much trending down for you to get into the market. Fine, the stop losses were huge, but if you manage your risk properly, then you wouldn't have to worry about this. Because, like I said, if you cut this whole move from right here to all the way down here, you got out right here. This is almost 4,000 points. With 1 micro, that means you made about 2 grand. With 1 micro, you made 2 grand. Like I said, if you manage your risk, you make some money. But so this is pretty much. This is pretty much today's price action. As you can see, small breaks, small breaks, small breaks, small breaks, small breaks. And keep in mind, we used the previous day's highs and low. See, we took out the previous day's high and we came back down and took out the previous day low. Like I said, price action was beautiful today. Just chopping, chopping, chopping all the way back down. And keep in mind, this only lasted for how long? The first 3 hours of the day. And what happens after that? The market starts to buy the market all the way back up from 11. So the market, people have been trying to buy the market back up from 11, which is not a bad move at all. But this is pretty much a daily recap of what happened today on NQ. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe.